Have you ever felt trapped by something you can't see? Discover how invisible fears are shaping your life and how freeing yourself from them can transform your destiny. On our journey, we encounter many challenges, but two fears stand out for their intensity and impact: the fear of not being loved and the fear of not being good enough. Are you shaping your life based on others' expectations, or are you living your truth? The fear of not being loved is one of the most universal and profound emotions we can experience. From childhood, we are programmed to seek love and acceptance. This fear can manifest in various ways, from a constant need for approval to the fear of abandonment. Imagine a child who relentlessly seeks parental recognition, or an adult who avoids conflicts out of fear of rejection. This behavior can lead us to shape our lives around others' expectations, sacrificing our authenticity. In the workplace, this fear can translate into hesitation to share ideas or take risks, fearing that any mistake could result in disapproval. In personal relationships, it can make us accept less than we deserve just to ensure we won't be alone. This relentless pursuit of external validation can leave us emotionally exhausted and dissatisfied. The root of this fear often lies in past experiences of rejection or abandonment, creating an internal narrative that we are not worthy of love. However, it is crucial to remember that true love begins with self-acceptance. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable and authentic, we create space for genuine and meaningful connections. To overcome this fear, we need to reprogram our minds to understand that love is not something to be earned, but something that already resides within us. Practicing self-compassion and seeking relationships that value us for who we truly are can be powerful steps in the journey to overcome the fear of not being loved. By cultivating a sense of self-worth, we can begin to free ourselves from the chains of this fear and live a fuller and more authentic life. After all, being loved starts with loving yourself. If you think you're not good enough, maybe you're just trying to be perfect. The fear of not being good enough is a persistent shadow that can affect all aspects of our lives. This fear is often fueled by constant comparisons with others, whether in our careers, relationships, or even on social media. We live in an era where success is often measured by external standards, and this pressure can be overwhelming. From an early age, we are conditioned to believe that our worth is directly tied to what we achieve. In school, we are graded on our performance, at work on our achievements, and in personal life on our accomplishments. This mindset creates an unrealistic expectation of perfection, where any failure is seen as a reflection of our inadequacy. Imagine the student who avoids participating in debates for fear of appearing ignorant, or the professional who hesitates to seek a promotion due to self-doubt. This fear can lead to paralysis, where the fear of failure prevents action. Often, we find ourselves trapped in a comfort zone, avoiding any situation that might expose our vulnerabilities. However, it is important to remember that personal and professional growth occurs precisely in moments of challenge and overcoming. To face the fear of not being good enough, it is essential to change our perspective on failure. Instead of seeing it as an indicator of inadequacy, we should view it as an opportunity for learning and development. Failure does not define our worth. On the contrary, it teaches us resilience and prepares us for future successes. Practicing self-appreciation and setting realistic goals can help combat this fear. Recognizing and celebrating small victories along the way reinforces confidence and reminds us that we are capable and worthy. By accepting that perfection is an illusion, we can free ourselves from the shackles of inadequacy and embrace our true potential. Remember, being good enough doesn't mean being perfect. It means being authentic, committed to growth, and willing to learn from every experience. By adopting this mindset, we can transform fear into a driving force to achieve a more fulfilling and satisfying life. The amplifier of these fears. Perfectionism and the need for control are like two sides of the same coin, often fueling the fears of not being loved and not being good enough. Perfectionism makes us believe that we must reach impossibly high standards to be accepted and valued. This relentless pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing, leading to procrastination and a constant fear of failure. The need for control, on the other hand, arises from the desire to avoid uncertainty and vulnerability. When we feel we have everything under control, we believe we can avoid mistakes and rejections. However, this illusion of control can increase anxiety, as life is inherently unpredictable. We try to control the uncontrollable, and when we inevitably fail, we feel we are not enough. These tendencies can lead us to avoid risks and opportunities that are essential for personal and professional growth. Perfectionism can prevent us from completing projects or exposing ourselves to new experiences, while the need for control can distance us from authentic and meaningful relationships. To overcome these barriers, it is crucial to cultivate acceptance of imperfection and flexibility. Embracing the idea that making mistakes is part of the learning process frees us to experiment, fail, and try again. Practicing vulnerability, allowing ourselves to be authentic and honest about our limitations, can strengthen our connections with others and ourselves. By letting go of the reins of control and accepting the beauty of imperfection, we open up space for creativity, innovation, and genuine growth. This mindset shift not only alleviates the pressure to be perfect, but also allows us to live a fuller and more satisfying life, where progress is more valued than perfection. By recognizing and confronting these fears, we can begin to unleash our true potential. The key lies in accepting our imperfections and valuing authenticity. Remember, you are worthy of love and capable of achieving great things. Embrace the journey of self-development and attain the peace of mind you deserve. Which fear are you ready to face today? Share in the comments, and let's embark together on this journey towards a fuller and more fulfilled life. If this video inspired you, leave your like, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.